Hey, what's up?
Sorry, welcome to uphillradio.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's finally good to get you on here.
Yeah, I've been wanting to be on here for a while.
How the vibes today?
Dude, the vibes are good, like, for real.
I like that. I like the aesthetics that you got going on.
Dude, yeah, my guitars and my LPs, they're fucking fire, dog, for real.
We're gonna get into all of that good stuff, but first, for all the new viewers that are new to you, your name is Sorry.
Yep.
Is it Sorry Music? What's the difference between those two things?
I feel like the difference is between how people, like, say it in songs, like, versus, like, in real life. Because people in real life say sorry, and, like, people in the song say XSR, like, SX Ray,
Yeah.
just because, like, you can, like, differentiate between, like, the lyrics and, like, my name. Yeah.
Also, so you don't mind when people call you SX, right?
Nah, like I call myself that sometimes just so you know what I'm talking about. You feel me?
Hey, that's tight. So what's the meaning behind that?
Honestly, like I came up with it by like a keyboard smash. You feel me? Like I was high as fuck. I was like making my like SoundCloud name because I can't release songs under like user 123. You feel me? But like I keyboard smashed. Was trying to say like sorry, and like it was SXREY, and I was like that's fucking fire. Like
Dang,
that's
no
hard.
way. Dang, that's cool. That's a cool story right there. Kind of like
Yeah.
especially when you do like you can type in and autocorrect it. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
that's not what I meant, but dang, Destiny picked it for you.
Like, dang, that looks cool. I'm gonna keep it, you know?
Before that, did you have any names?
No, like it must have been like my real name, like Daphne. And I would have went by that, but I don't know. I wanted my music to like good everybody instead of like just people who knew me. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't click on my music if my name was like Daphne and be like, oh,
Daphne.
well, whatever.
I think it's pretty fly in my opinion.
Hey, thank you.
There you got it. So I went on your SoundCloud and I went to one of your first tracks. It says 8 months ago. Did
Oh
you
no.
did you decide to make music this year or have you been making music?
You know, I've been making music since like 2019, but I haven't like released anything because I was kind of like insecure of like the person I was like 2 years ago.
Mhm.
But I started making music like 2020, and that was when like quarantine happened, you know.
Yeah.
And then like I just started like gaining more confidence as like a person, like, and then I started releasing things.
When was the first time you recorded a song?
First time, maybe 2019 because like I started using GarageBand on like my dad's Mac. And like I got a USB microphone for my birthday and I just started like singing over like Tame Impala beats, just like
That's it.
Claro shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So 2019 is when the music hit.
Yeah.
Um, what's how would you compare yourself from 2019, especially because of the lockdown, the COVID and all that,
Yeah.
compared to now where you're at right now?
Back in the day, it used to be more indie pop and like just pop in itself. But I like started listening to more Little Peep as like I like grew up. I listened to more like emo rap. So that influenced where like I went after those 2 years.
Mm.
Like,
Okay.
yeah,
What were you listening to before that?
more like mainstream. Like I was
Mm.
listening to whatever was on the radio, like Charlie Puth, stuff like that, like Taylor Swift. And then I started getting more into like the underground scene, listening to like Kill Station, Bones, just like
Hmm.
stuff like that.
What are your thoughts on mainstream now?
Mainstream now, I feel like is connected more to like TikTok. You feel me? Like TikTok like artists and like people who just like blew up on there. Like I feel like not Cardi in general, but like Cardi's blown up on like TikTok, like doing trends and sounds and like dancing and things. Like
Did you say Cardi or Charlie?
Cardi, yeah, Cardi.
Okay.
I feel like him in general, he has more like he already made those. He already had them out. I feel like it's gotten to a bigger audience now that TikTok has taken over basically.
For real.
Yeah.
Do you see the transition and what TikTok is becoming?
Kind of, yeah. I feel like if I were to blow up on TikTok, it'd be like whatever, you know? Because it's like up and coming in itself, but I wouldn't want to like label myself as a TikTok artist because then you
Hmm.
have a lot, you're like in a box basically. You have no,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you still believe, and I believe it too. Like, you still feel like TikTok has a stigma behind it?
Yeah, TikTok does have a stigma behind like hip hop and like basically hip hop because I
Hmm.
feel like you can make alternative music on TikTok and still have it like transcend over like the stigma of like rock. But I
Yeah.
feel like if you were like a hip hop artist on the app, you would have you would just be put in a box. Like I feel like once you
Yeah.
make like a TikTok song, like a
Hmm.
song, you would have to like stay to what you're like known for. Yeah.
That's that's true in a sense, but I feel like well, let me go ahead and ask you this. What is your thoughts on SoundCloud right now?
SoundCloud
Hmm.
blew up like 2016. I feel like it's still blowing up, but it's like it's hit its peak. It's hit its like,
Mm.
like I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's hit its peak. It's
Yeah.
I feel like after SoundCloud, it's went to like TikTok, you know. TikTok's a new place for blowing up like that. Like in
Th
that sort of sense.
You're speaking truth. It's true. Do you feel like SoundCloud can redeem itself?
I feel like it could. I feel like 2017 was like it's like top year. You had like Smoke Perp, X, you had like all the big artists that you know now, and it's kind of like fallen off. But I feel like once it like I don't know, once it transcends like that TikTok trend, I feel like SoundCloud could like blow off now.
Do you have music available on TikTok?
I do like this upcoming mixtape that I'm putting out. That's going to be on all platforms, like including TikTok,
So this project is going to be available everywhere.
everywhere.
And
You
it's
can
just the
make your own little TikTok dance to it too.
hey, that's dope. That's dope. I
Yeah.
like that. Have you ever have you yourself created a dance yet or no?
No, my sister would be like the one to create a dance. You feel me? Like I'm
Yeah.
not the dancing type at all. I couldn't come up with shit.
Now you did bring up how the emo music, the emo scene, Lil Peep kind of influenced you. Name some other artists that help inspire you.
Definitely like Wicked Phase, Kill Station, Bones, Drippin' So Pretty, Lil Tracy, like Goth Boy Click and the people who like collab with it kind of or like fit the same genre.
Now, what genre would you categorize yourself in?
Mm. I like branching out the new like the new type of rap stuff, but like the songs I put out now are mostly like alternative hip hop, like in that sort of sense.
Alternative hip hop. That's dope. Do you feel like you're still discovering yourself as an artist, or you feel like you're established?
Definitely like I'm totally gonna look at trends that happen on like TikTok or SoundCloud. Like I'm like gonna be influenced by them, like just by listening to them, you know. When you
Yeah.
listen to like one thing for a long amount of time, you're gonna be like influenced by them. I definitely feel like I'm influenced by like new trends like that.
And how frequent are you with the trends? Like how do you find trends?
Mm. Honestly, my sister like brings them up because she's like 14, 15. She's like on TikTok a lot. I feel
Hmm.
like she's telling me things and like influencing me. Like I'm gonna listen to that later, you know? Like,
Yes.
and when I listen to it and I like it, I'm gonna like adopt sort of its
Yeah.
like things like that.
How do you feel like how much power the youth has, especially nowadays?
Like what has?
The youth.
Oh, youth have a lot of influence. I feel like if you're not with it, you're not gonna be there when it pops up. Like, I don't know, just like memes in itself, like just memes in general, like the youth are gonna latch onto that and just like make it a huge thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, youth has a
That's
lot of influence now.
that was a great point you made there. Like How do you feel on memes? Like memes, like you can't take nothing serious anymore because it become a meme.
Yeah. Um, I feel like if just people become a meme, it's gonna transcend you even. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, you're just gonna see your face everywhere. It's just gonna be like, whoa, the youth really like resonates with it in itself. Like, yeah.
it's a trip. What are your thoughts on the underground scene today?
The underground scene has like a lot of unnecessary drama to it, kind of. And I don't want to like be part of that like drama or anything. I want to be like myself, you know?
Hmm.
So, like, say you had drama, I like wouldn't care, you know? Like, I would still fuck with you and just like, I don't know. I wouldn't pay attention to the drama in itself. I'd like try to be true to myself.
With that being said, how do you deal with like negativity, haters?
I haven't like experienced a lot of haters. So my first song, I think I released in like April, and I I promoted on like Lil Peep's thing. I'm not proud to say it, but I did like just to get to where I'm at.
Hmm.
And I didn't get any haters on my first song. I feel like my first song is like shit now, but I didn't get any haters to begin with. I feel like if I got haters, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at now, you know?
Hmm.
I feel like I'm like a weak person. So if you show me negativity, I'm gonna like latch onto it kind of. So I feel like because I didn't have any hate just directed at me, sort of, I feel like I was able to like grow as myself.
Wow, you said that really well. And I like that you brought up how you had to do what you had to do. Like you
Yeah,
go into the little peep thing, and I like that though, because artists have to do what they need to do to get their music out there. It
yeah.
doesn't matter, you know, even down to the point like what are your thoughts on artists buying like fake followers and stuff like
Fake
that?
followers, I feel like, are not gonna grow you. If you want to grow organically, you have to go to sites that like offer, I don't know, just like kind of like a follow for follow or like a shout out for shout out. I
Hmm.
feel like if you want to grow organically, you have to find people throughout those people. Like you have to grow your fan base somehow.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I use Repost Exchange. Like it's a site where you repost people and then they can repost you if you want them to. So I used to do that back in like 2020 and I grew to like maybe 200 followers. I stopped using that site this year, but I feel like there's ways to grow organically, and I feel like buying followers isn't part of that. That's just like part of like a look kind of. If you want to have 500 followers, you can buy them, but then again, you can grow organically and just like have that real growth.
Wow. So for all the people that want to be an artist, that want to pick up the mic, what are some first steps that you would recommend?
I feel like you don't have to buy your software. You can use like GarageBand and you can still be like an expert in like that type of craft that you're creating. I feel like you can use like Apple headphones. I feel like you can use like USB mics. If you want to, you can buy like an interface or something. But I feel like we all have to start somewhere.
Hmm.
So if you're using like the free shit, it doesn't matter. Like you have that talent, you can grow that way. And once you start like building that fan base, you can like sort of use your like finances to like grow too.
Yo, that's mad dope. That's game right there. Thank you for that. That's dope. Now, with your music that you have out, is GarageBand what you're using for that?
You know, I stay using GarageBand sort of like I bought like FL, like I bought Logic X, but I stay true to GarageBand. Like I learned my craft on there. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I like stay loyal to that. Like that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
like
like
that.
grew on.
Hey, so GarageBand really does give so many artists the opportunity. You're right, I agree. And how long did it take for you to find your sound?
You know, I'm still finding my sound. Like, I'm still changing up like my vocals. I'm still just finding myself, you know? Like,
Hmm.
I'm alternative right now, but I might be like hyper pop or like indie later. I'm still like figuring myself out. I don't feel like you have to like stay true to like one genre. I feel
Hmm.
like if you resonate with one or the other, like it's okay. You just have to like transfer over and like find yourself.
With that being said, I feel like, especially now that we're in the internet age, like it's so crazy. Like it's just straight up internet age where
Yeah.
you can literally sound or be whoever you want. You don't have to stay in one box.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are finally seeing that because there's still like a lot of hate for that,
Yeah, definitely.
you know? So because I see musicians take the rap route and then go like to the metal route, raging and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I think that's mad dope. Kind of going back a little bit to the garage band.
Yeah.
Are you mixing and mastering yourself?
I do like all my mixing mastering. If say if we're doing a project, I'll let you like mix and master my stuff for me. Like you're like compiling it together. But if I'm making like my own track, I'm like always mixing and mastering in GarageBand.
Yeah, that's cool. So how did you learn what you know?
Dude, I used to look at like FL like studio tutorials like on how to sound like Lil Uzi or like Travis Scott because I was
Hmm.
like in that place. I used to go on like Crab Lord's YouTube. I don't know if you know him, but he does all kinds of tutorials for that type of stuff. And like FL is like the same, basically this an updated version of like GarageBand. So I used to like go on there, adopt like the things, and just do my own shit on there. But after I like found my sound almost like for what I'm doing right now, I um I just learned what he taught me. I like built on top of it and I like created my own sound, I like to think.
How does it sound to hear your music?
Oh shit, my old stuff, it's like really cringe. Like I didn't know how to sing properly. I didn't know how to like deliver lines. But now I feel like ever since maybe this year in like July, I like found what I wanted to like sound like, and I listened to my shit. A new song, Real Me with like Cheyenne Died. I like listened to that shit like maybe 50 times before I dropped it. And I don't know, I like it. If
It's
I
a
like it,
banger.
I'm gonna drop it.
Yeah. How'd you click up with Cheyenne Died?
Ooh, I think I followed him for like a year now, like basically when I first started because all my mutuals like made songs with him. So like I always listened to him, but this year he like posted on his story that like he wanted to find people for opens. And I was like, shit, I want to be like on one of your opens. So I was like, I DM'd
Yeah.
him and he was like, damn, yeah, you can be on one of my opens. And he sent me it. And I was like, damn. I'm like really collabing with people that I like first listened to when I
Yeah.
was coming up.
I love it. And Real Me's a good song. It's a great
Hey,
song.
thank you for real. I love that shit too.
What's name some of your favorite songs that you have to date?
Ooh, I feel like I really like One Chain, Two Chain. It's Prod, Starboy Rob, and this Landis, and I really love this Landis as a producer. So I like hopped on it and I just made something that everybody like could like. I like that one. I like Wasting Away with Modest God. He's like from Sweden and I really loved him because I worked with one of the producers he worked with. It's just basically like people I know through mutuals that I
Okay.
really like.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang. What about for all the new viewers that don't know you yet? What are some of the songs they should start off with?
I feel like you should listen to Real Me first because it's my most recent. I really love that one. Listen to One Chain, Two Chain. Listen to Blackout with Dean, Prod Sad Face. Listen to What's the Deal? That's one of my favorites too. Just check out my new album that I released in like September.
September. Y'all, check it out. Do not miss out. Now, how do you go about when someone sends you an email or a DM saying they want to work?
I usually like listen to their music first before I respond or like look at their music, like look at them as like an artist.
Hmm.
I listen, I see if I like it, and then I'll like DM. It's like if they follow me too, I'm not gonna necessarily look at you if you don't like follow me. If you like
Right.
don't follow me and you DM me, I'm just gonna look at your message like I don't know. Like it's showing love, you feel me? If like you show love like constantly, I'm gonna like look at your stuff and like DM you. Like I'm not above myself. I'm not like charging for anything. It's just like if I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
I think you said it perfect, and I think that's correct. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
How do you feel from because we're almost done with the year 2021. It's been a hell of a
Yeah.
year. How do you
It has
feel?
been.
It has, and to
Yeah.
me, for us to like only have what 2 weeks left, I believe
Yeah,
so.
for real.
Like, how do you feel right now in the position you're in?
I feel like this year has gone by really fast for me. It's like an artist. I feel like back in February, I was still like whispering, trying to be quiet, like trying not to have my family here. But
Hmm.
now, I have my space. I have my like platform kind of. I have like, I can just be myself on it. Like I feel like this year has been really been a growing year, you know?
Most def. That's crazy because I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat as you. Like, it's such a
Yeah,
growth year, a lot of progress.
yeah.
Go ahead and talk to us about, do you have any goals set in place for the upcoming year?
Goals. I feel like I want to put out more singles, more EPs. I have an EP that's coming out like mid-January, maybe February. I feel like I want to put that out. I want to just grow as like a person and an artist, you know?
That's dope. What direction are you heading with that EP?
That EP I feel like is going to be more like acoustic. It's not going to be like screaming necessarily. It's going to be like more calm vibes, kind of like a Wicca phase, more like a 2015 like Little Peep feel.
Yeah,
But like it's true to me. I resonate with like all of the songs on there. Like if I don't resonate with it, I'm not gonna like put it out.
now how are you with putting out music? Like, how much songs do you have in a vault?
Ooh, I have a lot in the vault because if I can't listen to one of my songs like constantly, 24/7, listen to it every day, if I get bored of it, I'm not gonna release it. If I
Mm.
like mess with it a lot, I'm gonna release it and I'm gonna hope other people mess with it too.
Let's say a dope artist that you like hits you up and says, "Hey, I want to do a Real Me remix." How'd that go about?
Ooh, I feel like I'd have to ask Cheyenne Died if I like if I could, because it was his open. He sent it to me. He had his verse on it before I even hopped on it.
Okay.
If I bought a lease for the song, and if I like put my vocals back on it, I'd ask him for permission first, and I'd be like, "Listen, like Wicca Phase wants to hop on it. Like,
Hmm.
is that okay?" And if he's not okay with it, I'm not gonna say yes. Like no matter how big the opportunity is, if um I don't know, I value friendships a lot, and I don't want to like burn any bridges accidentally, you know.
That is some really good energy right there. I like that. I like that. Now, is there anybody that's popping in the underground or maybe in the mainstream that you would love to work with as you get more and more famous?
I'd love to work with Drippin' So Pretty. I saw him in August and his energy was like so good. I saw him in LA, like went to his show and everything. I bought his merch and everything. Like I feel like if he hit me up, I'd be like, "Oh my God." Like I'm so fucking down. Like
That's
for real.
dope.
Yeah.
Hey, how big are you on manifesting it?
Manifesting is always kind of big. I haven't manifested this month or anything. Like I manifest to like grow and have my opportunities. But I feel like if it happens, it happens, you know?
I feel that. And what about fame? How much of the fame are you trying to reach?
I'm trying to make an impact more than I have my fame. Like if I make my impact and I have my like cult following, like sure, I'm gonna be like happy about that. Like shit, you know?
I like that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you're into besides music?
I'm into a lot of filmography, like cinematography, stuff like that. I had that as a class in junior year, and it's always just stuck with me until now. I was making music videos for like for like fun in like 2019, and I feel like I've always had that sort of passion for it, you know.
Yo, that's mad dope. So you're saying, do you have any available music videos?
I had one. I put it on private, but it was Love Me Not prod Digital Bands. Like I loved that song. I made a video to it. It's private now, but I feel like my editing has been better and I wanted to like show it and I didn't want to like have it still up. I don't know. It's just not my proudest work. If I have something up, I want it me to like love it a lot.
I feel that. With that being said, is the music video idea still in the back burner right now? Or is that something
Yeah,
you're, yeah,
I've been trying to find cameras for it. I don't necessarily want it to be like high quality or like it's just has to be a vibe, you know. And I feel like I've been trying to make music videos this past year, but it's hard because I don't have anybody to film for me, or I'm not willing to like pay someone to come down to California and like make it with me. You know, I wanna do it myself and edit it myself because I have like that Premiere Pro certification from like that class.
that's dope. Hey, what about the idea of you directing for other artists?
I feel like that would be really cool. It'd be up and they were all like, "Hey, can you like film this and edit it?" Because like I have that certification now.
That's
Like I
amazing.
can do that.
Would it be under Sorry or would it be under another name?
I feel like it'd be either under my name, like sorry, or under like my real name, like Daphne, like Mitchell. I feel like those are like almost two different people in a sense because that's like my artist and that's like the real me, you know?
Yeah, so would you consider yourself extremely artsy?
Yeah, like I like making the art. I did like art in high school. I did videography, music. I'm like really like artistic in that sort of way.
What about when it comes to your artwork? I noticed that it's so different. I like it a lot.
Oh, yeah. I
Talk about
like
that.
I like the old like VHS type of feel. I was looking at cameras that like weren't digital. I was looking at cameras that had like the VHS like built into it because I like that sort of like oldish like feel.
Yeah.
But I like making just art, you know?
Yeah, and then speaking on the art and the music, I see that you have guitars put up on your wall.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That I see that you have acoustic and electric. Do you know how to play both?
Yeah, I know how to play both. It's
That's
like
dope.
a
Which
flex
one
almost.
which one's your favorite?
Ooh, probably acoustic because it has more of like a feeling to it when you like pair it with lyrics, you know.
Have you ever thought about implementing that into your music?
I have. I tried recording on my USB, but it never really turned out right. So I'm I got an interface now. I got a new mic. I want to start like producing my own like, you know, instrumentals and stuff.
That would be dope. Are you self-taught or did you take classes for the
I'm
guitars?
self-taught, you know, like
Yeah.
YouTube taught me when I was like 13 years old, just like Guitar Tuner, they have their little like classes and stuff. I used to like just start learning how to like make stuff and stuff like that. And I used to like I'm inspired heavily by like the emo scene. So I used to pick up their guitar samples and
Uh,
like do that. But yeah,
that's dope. What about, is there any other instruments that you can play?
I can play ukulele. I played violin in band for like 3 years. I play piano. Did I say bass? I don't know if I said
No,
bass.
you didn't say bass yet.
I play
Wow.
bass. It's on my not closet, like wardrobe right now. Like it's up there. But I want to learn how to play like drums and stuff like that, like a rhythm. But
Yo,
I
I
haven't
like
yet.
that. You can end up starting your own band by yourself.
Yeah, I could. I wanted to do that when I was like in freshman year. I like joined the band club, and I started like trying to like find myself in there, but people weren't like dedicated, you know. You have to have
Yeah.
like that dedication and that drive, like to have a
You're,
band and stuff.
you're
And I
right.
wanted to do that, but I just couldn't find the right people. Maybe if I like grow a little bit more, I could find like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's very true. You said it perfect. Like if they're not dedicated, nothing's gonna get accomplished.
yeah. It's just in the same with like collectives too. I don't know. I'm like in a collective right now. I'm in EXO Click. I feel like back in the day, like not even back in the day, like a year ago, if like I joined a clique when I was first starting up, you have to like have that drive. You have to have that passion in order to like go with
Yeah.
the clique, you know?
I
And
feel
if you
like
don't, yeah,
I was gonna say, having a collective like that is like a well-oiled machine, and to keep it going, everybody gets to play their part.
yeah,
And with EXO Click, I see everybody doing that, and they're all like mad talented.
yeah.
When did you get the message, or how did I go about with you going into that collective?
Okay. Like I was friends and I collabed with like Sick Boy. He was on Your Banger Cap. I saw that. I followed you. And then I submitted. I saw that like My Death Real submitted too. I like followed him because I wanted him to win, you know? I
Hmm.
didn't want to necessarily like win. I wanted to like network and grow. I saw that like he was part of it. I followed him. I like DM'd him and I was like, hey, we should work, you know? And he wanted to work too. We like followed each other. I followed like almost everybody who was in the like Banger Cap episode. And I kind of like networked off of you, so I can't thank you enough. But I found out about EXO Click through my past collective, Pretty Much Dead. And
Mm.
Gloomy Boy, he was friends with almost everybody in EXO Click. I'm pretty sure he was part of it too. And so I saw what he was doing. I wanted to be part of it. So when they wanted more artists and producers, I was like, hey, this is me shooting my shot. Like, I want to be like part of you. And they were like, yeah, you can be part of us. So it was sick.
Hey, that's dope. So before EXO, you knew about PMD?
Yeah, I knew about PMD. I was friends with Love Loss, like its co founder for like almost a year now. So
Wow.
she hit me up. She wanted me to be part of it, and I was like, yeah. And I ended up leaving Pretty Much Dead just because of like other reasons that I don't want to talk about, you know.
I feel that.
And I left. I started, and I don't know. I feel like we had a lot of potential, but I feel like I don't know. I just wanted to branch out, you know. So I ended up
I feel
joining EXO Click, and I feel like all of us as artists are like so good. We're like we're finding ourselves, and I feel like
hmm
we're all finding ourselves together, and I feel like that's good. I wanted to be a part of that.
Yo, that's mad beautiful. How long have you been in EXO?
Oh shit, maybe like a week now,
Oh
but
wow.
I still feel so connected, you know. And I love them all as artists. Like
Y-
I found them almost all through you, and like yeah, yeah.
Um, was the Banger Cap, was that your first music contest, or have you been in music contests before?
It was my first like contest like that. You feel me? I saw you through Sick Boy. I found like Congruence, and I found like Scrooge, and I just loved them, and I wanted to be a part of it too.
Yo, so like a lot of the people you brought up, like Love Lost, Sick Boy, Death Real, and all them Scrooge, like to me, I think all of you guys are fantastic,
Oh,
talented,
thank you.
hardworking, and have great energy. Like, how does it feel to be surrounded by that?
It feels it's really upbringing almost, you know, like just to have their energy is like just to be a part of it, you know. I featured on like Love Lost songs. I want to work with everybody in EXO Click. I want to work with like Little Neil, Cheyenne, you know, like it just it's a really good community. And once you like bypass drama like that, you'll like find who you want to grow with, you know.
Mm,
I
hmm.
just feel really impacted as an artist because I looked up to them when I was like 12 followers back in like April 2020. Like,
Dude, I love the growth so much. It's amazing.
thank you.
You're welcome. Have you tapped into everybody yet that's in EXO?
Not everybody yet, but I like want to, you know, like group EPs, just like group collabs. Like, I want to be a part of it because I looked up to so much of them when I was like trying to grow. I just feel like it'd be like so nice to just work with them. Like, finally, I feel like I'm part of it now.
Yeah. And the days that we're in now, like we're such in an internet world, how important is it to you to get the love and support from your city, from your state?
Mm. My city, I live in California. There's a lot of emo, like rap, but I feel like not that it's not important. I just feel like I want to grow like overall instead of just focusing on like my city and stuff like that. Because personally, like everybody from my high school, the like doesn't know I make music like that.
Oh, for
Like, and
real?
that'd be like a big chunk of my city, you know. It'd be like over like 1,400 people from my high school if I like told everybody. Because I live in like I had a small, like a really small ass high school, and like I feel like it's a secondary thing for me. I feel like I want to like grow overall as an artist.
And with SoundCloud, it does give you options to see where your fans are located. Do you
Yeah,
where can you talk about where your audience is at?
like I have lots of fans from like Sweden, Russia, Germany. It's like all of the like abroad type of like fans. And I want to like be over there, you know? I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to be like kept to like the US. I want to like journey over to like Europe and stuff like that, you know?
Most deaf. And being from California too, like how does it feel, you know, the West Coast of the United States and to have people listening to you in Russia
Yeah.
and Germany, like how does that make you feel?
I don't know. I'm like, I'm not big, but I'm transcending myself, you know. I'm just one person, and if like 13 people are listening from like Germany or Russia or Sweden or something, I'm like, damn, 13
Yeah,
people are, you know. If they
yeah,
were in my room right now, like it'd be a lot of people, you
yo,
know.
yo, for real. And I think what's so beautiful about music is even though there's a language barrier, that doesn't matter with music.
Yeah,
It's just the energy that you can feel. You're either gonna like it or you're not. And
yeah.
how tapped in are you into like this new concept called the metaverse?
Metalverse. I'm not that tapped in, to be honest. I not stay in my own lane, but I tend to stay in the lane that I was like starting as, you know. I
Hmm.
feel like I have my favorite artists. I have like the genre that I listen to. I feel like I stay mostly within that genre almost, you know, unless I like try to listen to something else.
What is something that you want to do that you haven't touched on yet?
Oh, I feel like I want to do music videos a lot. Like visuals in that like type of sense. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a music video. It could be like visuals or like a lyric video or like an AMV. Like I want to get into that like visual type of stuff because I feel like I don't have that yet. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be perfect to see you have lyric videos to your songs.
Yeah, I want to bad.
I think that would be great because for me, I love lyrics. I want to know what the artist is saying. First and
Yeah.
foremost, I like to just listen to it, see what it does, but then the second time, I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah. Like
You know,
you find the vibe, but you have to find like what you connect yourself to, you
yes,
know?
and I just love that. I love that. So whenever I see an artist put out a lyric video, I'm right there listening,
I feel
reading.
it.
What about
Like yeah.
go ahead, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like Trippy Red, how he has his visualizer.
His is
visualizers. I
hard.
like, yeah, his is hard. Like 2018, like all of
Hmm.
his stuff. I just like the visual art that goes along with the music, you know?
What about this? How conscious are you with the power of the tongue?
Mm, I say if I don't like what I'm spitting out or I don't like what I'm writing, I'm not going to release it. I feel like your lyrics are a really important part of your song. Like Yeet, if you have like a really hard ass beat and you like, not that he doesn't spit anything, but like if he spits some like nonsense stuff, I'm not gonna resonate as it like as if someone who like meant something like
Hmm.
made the song, you know?
That's perfect. And what what about, because you put yourself under alternative rap, right? That was the genre you
Yeah,
said.
like alt rap.
What do you think the direction of rap is heading?
I feel like alternative rap has stemmed from like psychedelic rock back in like the 50s and the like 60s, like through the Animals and the Stooges. I feel like Kami is a really big like artist in like this area. He's making like rock rap and I really like love it and I love where he's going. And I feel like it's only gonna grow like through the decades, you know? Like it started back in the 60s, the 50s, the 70s, the 80s, Run DMC, like Beastie Boys. I feel like as artists, we're only gonna like adapt and overcome to like our current like boxes almost.
What about, because it's this question is so crazy, especially for the artist. Where would you be if there was no music?
Ooh, I always loved music growing up. I feel like I'd be almost like an English major if I didn't have music. Like it'd be like the writing part of it, you know?
Mm.
It'd be like novels and stuff and like poems, just like that sort of artistry because you're still telling a story with your stuff. It's just like not in like the medium that I would have chose, you know?
Oh wow, that was actually a really good point you made. Are you a big book reader yourself?
I'm a huge book reader. I like back in the fifth grade, you know, back like as a really young person, you know, you whether it be like comic books or novels or like teen romances or like anything of that sort, you just I just like grew with it, you know. I still read books like on the daily, whether it be like for school or for my own pleasure, you know. But I feel like
Do you feel like the new generations are kind of losing it because of stuff like TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube stories, like how like it's a quick time span where before
yeah,
you would watch a long video, a long length video, or you would pick up a book. No one's really doing that because it takes so much time.
yeah. I
Do
feel
you
like
think
if
that?
you want it, you'll get it, you know? I feel like if you're making it as a TikTok artist, I feel like you can try to transcend your little box that you put into since you're like a TikTok artist. I feel like you can make it if you want to make it, you know? Because I believe in like manifestation and stuff. I believe if you like want it, you'll have it later. Like whether it be like 5, 10, 15 years from now, you'll still
Mm.
create a platform for yourself that you can like grow off of.
And did you always know that you would be tapped into music as a child?
No, I used to actually write books, you know? I used to like, I always loved like the English classes because I used to be in like honors English, AP English, you know? I used to be like tapped into that sort of stuff. And once I made like short stories, like tried to make novels because I never really ended up like going on. I used to write lyrics and stuff, and I feel like English has like that class in itself has really like impacted me with as like a person.
And that could actually help you when directing your own music video for one of your songs, because you can end up creating a story behind it.
Yeah, I really like the meaning of like the stories behind like certain things, you know.
what are some of your can you name us your top three favorite movies?
Oh shit. Oh, top three. Oh, putting me on the spot right now. I need to think. You feel me? Like I
Hmm.
love like M. Night Shyamalan is like a director. He's like really inspirational because he can go a certain way and you can like think it's going a certain way, but then it like cuts off and it's like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Like
Yes.
like in Sixth Sense, I don't know if you saw that movie, but like
Yeah.
he was dead the whole time and like, oh my
Blown
God.
away. I was
He
blown
was
away
dead
by
the
that.
whole time.
Yeah. Did you watch his recent movie Old? I think that's what it's called.
Mm, I never watched it. I watched like YouTube videos, like commentary on it, on like how it was like bad in their point of view.
Yeah.
And it was just really like interesting on like other people's takes of it. Because sometimes you have it going a certain way in your mind,
Yeah.
and other people just like interpret it as like a different like sort of way. And it's just really
Mm.
interesting.
You know what I find interesting about that is when someone gives their review or talks about it, a movie or whatever they're talking about, it kind of
Yeah.
reveals where they're coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we reveal so much. Are you aware of how much you reveal?
I connect to certain things like myself, and I see myself as like, I connect myself like as like a viewer, and it's like interesting because when you're an artist and like you like write your lyrics and stuff and you like make a thing, it might be interpreted as like something else, and you're like, well, I guess
Mm,
you can look at it like that, but like
yeah.
I see, I don't know, it's all about interpretation, you know.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, that's such a trip because like you, the artist, wrote a song for a certain reason, but the fan might take it
Yeah.
some. Yeah. Wow. That's so trip. That's a trip. What about dreaming? Like, does the dream world kind of affect the music at all?
Ooh. Sometimes, if a dream like really sticks with me, because most dreams I like forget about in like a week or two.
Mm,
But if like a dream sticks with me, I might make a song about it just to like get it off my mind. Because I'll make a lot of music just to like connect with me and get it out. And like maybe other people will connect with it too. But like I'm just making it because I connect with it. You know, if I don't feel myself in the music, I'm not gonna put it out.
yeah, that's great. Because I remember, I'll share a story. I used to do soccer back in my early days, and I had a dream once on how to move the ball a certain way. It was like a new
Yeah.
strategy. And then I implemented that in reality and it worked. So
Yeah.
the dream can
Yeah.
access a lot. Like it's a key to a lot of doors.
Yeah. I've like thought of making like certain songs and I wake up and I'm like, shit, that was like a really good idea that I haven't done yet. And like sometimes I like implement it in my like real life and it's like, shit, my brain can do powerful things sometimes.
For real, it's amazing. Like speaking on dreams and the power of the tongue and you being an artist, like
Yeah.
how do you view life?
Life, I feel like if it happens, if it happened, like it happens if it should happen, you know? Like I'm like religious and spiritual, so like I don't limit myself to any type of views.
Hmm.
And I feel like manifestation is a really big part of everything. Like if you don't believe it'll happen, or if you speak something into existence, it like might happen.
Yeah.
If you write something in your like songs, like a lot, it might happen. Like Peep and X were talking about their deaths a lot, and I feel like
Yes.
that
Yo.
might have been a big part of like not their downfall, but
Hmm.
everything that happened to them.
Yeah, it's that's why people start saying like they throw the word around conspiracy theory. It's just because
Yeah,
it's such a trip to see it roll out in front of you, and it makes you just
yeah,
go. It makes you automatically think, "Nah, that's cap. It can't be real," because of how trippy it is.
yeah. Like Juice X, like Pete talked about all kinds of death and almost kind of like a violence in their songs. Like I feel like once you speak it into existence enough, it just might be like happening.
Hmm. And why do you think? What are your thoughts? I want to hear your answer on this. Like, it
Okay.
feels like this only happens with rap because when you go to country, if you go to just pop in
Uh-huh.
general or about jazz or folklore, like this doesn't happen. But when rap, it's like a weird energy around it. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts behind that?
hmm I feel like certain songs have a certain impact. Like rap is talking about your come up, your downfall, your middle ground. I feel like pop focuses on like the mainstream like once. I feel like when you like listen to mainstream, you want things to be like happy. You want things to have
Mm,
this certain like structure to them. I feel like in rap or like alternative rap, it's kind of different. You talk more about your emotions and you talk about like what you want, what you think is going to happen. Like I don't know, just like
that was a great answer.
yeah.
With that being said, how much of your life are you really putting into your music? And how conscious are you on what you put on there?
I put maybe 75% of myself in my music. I put like almost my all. If I speak what I really want to speak, people might not listen, or I might not like enough, or like I might not feel confident putting it out. I feel like if I put almost my whole self in there, it'll like ring true to other people. If I talk about my specific like wants or like my expectation about my life, it might be niche enough to not catch on,
Mm, mm. Are you, that's actually perfect. You have a good head on your shoulders.
Thanks.
Yeah, you really do. Like, I know that you have EXO Click behind you, but where you at in music, are you doing this in a solo dolo sense, or do you got a good team around you?
I got a good team around me to like influence where I'm going. If I was by myself, I wouldn't necessarily like grow as fast as like or like connect with other people. If I was by myself, I'd stick with myself and I wouldn't like collab with other people and get like other people listening and stuff like that. I feel like it's more about myself and it's more about the people who I connect to and like artists who connect with me too because I connect with them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
listen to like a lot of the underground and I listen to people who have like similar influences as me, like in that underground like alternative sense. Just like yeah, a lot of people yeah, a lot of people impact me and stuff like that.
With you being a part of the underground scene and being part of it more and more each day that goes on, are you kind of like distancing yourself from like the mainstream industry, or are you still kind of intact with that?
I'm kind of distancing myself from like mainstream. I feel like if I want to make it, it's going to be on my own terms. It's going to be on my own like independentness. I don't want to necessarily join like a contract or something because it's going to like limit me on what I want to do. I
Hmm.
want to stay independent, stay in my own lane, collab with who I want to collab, not who will like boost my career. Like,
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah, and then there's so much artists out there and so many stories talking about how signing this contract, it just leads to
Yeah.
terrible things. And it seems like a lot of these
Like I
artists
got
don't
this
learn.
like 50 like $500,000 chain and like now I have no money left. Like
Yes.
my contract has fucked me over so much that like
Yeah.
I can't do what I want to do. I have to do what other people want me to do.
And how good are you with patience?
I consider myself pretty patient with things. I write my songs. I record my songs. If I don't like it, I'll record it again. If I don't like it, I'll
Hmm.
mix it again. Like it all depends on what I want in like the end. Like if I don't like it, I'm obviously not going to put it out. I'm not going to be like confident enough in like myself to just put things out. I want to like it first.
And how is that songwriting process? Are you freestyling it,
Ooh, I'm
writing it?
freestyling like melodies in the beginning. Like I'm not like freestyling. I can't like freestyle for shit. But I'm definitely like melodies. I'm like writing songs to fit those melodies. I'm like putting a feeling of like myself into the songs and it's just like making itself like not transcend me, but just like be like good, you know?
I feel that. Now, we're part of the interview where we talk about fun facts. Name us some fun
Ooh,
facts about yourself that we don't know about.
fun facts. I'm a female. Like half the people on my like Instagram or SoundCloud don't know that. And it's funny to me, like back when I first started, I didn't want to be known as something. I wanted to be like just if you fucked with my music, you like mess with
Mm,
my music, you know?
hmm.
But now that I'm not growing, just like growing as like a person, not as an artist, I want to be known, you know, just like I'm a female. That doesn't like matter, or that doesn't like have a say in what I do. It's just
Right.
like it's me. Like if you don't like that, you don't have to like that. It's
Hmm.
just like myself.
I, I like that
Yeah,
you did that. I like that you took that approach. You're either gonna like the
thanks.
music or not, Um,
Yeah,
and how long was that going for, if you don't mind talking about that?
it was going for maybe a good year now.
Hmm.
And I started music back in like maybe 2020 April, like quarantine, like the peak of that. And I didn't want to necessarily be known as like the female who does like emo music. I wanted to be like me. I wanted to be like sorry, like
Yeah,
that just like carved its like way, you know?
I like that. What about, can you name one pro and one con about yourself?
Mm. Con is probably that I rely too much on my emotion to put out songs. Like sometimes it'll be like emotionally draining sometimes to like write, record, mix. Sometimes it's too personal, like to write songs. I feel
Hmm.
like a con is that, I mean, a pro is that more people connect with my songs because of like my like emotional connection, you know, but sometimes it's just like draining on that part, you know.
Wow. Wow. Are you like, say you're writing a song and you said that you listened to it a couple of times before you even want to
Yeah.
release it, right?
Yeah.
How hard are you on yourself? Like how much do you critique yourself?
I feel like I'm my own biggest fan and my own biggest hater, you know. If I don't like it, I won't put it out. If I mess with it too much, I maybe feel like a sort of connection to it to where I don't want to put it out. But I feel like I have to blend those two like pros and cons together in order to like just go forward, you know?
Hmm. Can
Yeah.
you name one experience that really changed the way you look at life that happened this year?
Oh shit. Life just I was really depressed this year at like the beginning, and it got to the point where like I feel like nothing mattered. Like all my friends just hated me. They didn't talk to me. They didn't resonate with me on like an emotional, personal level. And I feel like after I met people and I like connected with people, I grew with people. I feel like I've changed for the better, just like out of this music stuff.
Yo, that's mad beautiful because let me ask you this. Do you see the difference on like relating to folks on the internet versus in real life?
Definitely, sometimes I feel like I can't relate to people when I like know them like in real life. Sometimes I relate to people when they're like farther away, like Florida, Russia, Germany, you know,
Yeah.
Texas, stuff like that, you know. Like I relate to people sometimes more than like other people that I don't know personally, you know.
Hmm. And do you ever ponder the thought like like thank goodness I was born in this time where there's internet where
Oh
versus like a
shit.
thousand years ago where there was like no toilets?
Oh my God, no time. Sewer in the like
Yeah.
streets. Oh my God.
Yup.
I feel like rap rock has mostly been like in the 70s, the 60s. I feel like if I was like in the 1800s, 1700s, I wouldn't have had that opportunity as like a female almost, you know, because we barely gotten rights like I don't know the proper date, you know. I don't
Yeah.
study that type of shit, but like
Yeah.
it's 1900s, you know. I
Yeah.
feel like if I had if I had this type of passion in like my past lives or something, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish as much as I've like accomplished so far.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Like the times that we living in is it has a blessing and it has its curses. What are your thoughts
Yeah,
on the human intellect as a whole right now?
as a whole, I feel like we're heavily influenced by the internet. I feel like that has been a big part of everything. Like I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for the internet. I wouldn't have met a lot of the people if it wasn't for the internet. I feel like the internet has influenced me in a way about how I think, about how I work, you know, other people's just views and everything, you know.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the internet period? Like it's a whole nother world that you really can't
It's a
see.
whole nother world. You get influenced by a lot of things, you know, like stock markets, like cryptocurrency, NFTs. I feel like you wouldn't have like not you, but like you wouldn't have known about everything if it wasn't for the internet, you know,
Yeah.
memes and everything, like trends. I feel like back in the day it was for like newspapers and stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
you found like wanted ads through the newspapers, and now you can find it online. You can find it like through everything.
Yes. I think only a small amount of the folks here in the world even know what the internet has to offer.
Yeah,
It has so much to offer. There's so much opportunity. You just got to sit there and do the research, put in the time and effort, you know?
yeah.
And how much of you are is in the online space?
Um, I feel like a lot of me is like I have a personal account that I don't talk about on here, and I disabled it for like maybe a week or two, and I felt way more connected to myself, you know. I can't do that on here necessarily because you need to promote yourself on like your music account, and you
Hmm.
need to like keep on growing or else you'll become irrelevant, and I feel like that's terrible almost. Like people focus on their futures more than they focus on like their present mental health, you know.
Right. And how good are you at taking like mental health vacations?
I'm terrible at taking mental health vacations because I make music, I'm in school, I have pressure on me from all sides. And I feel like I not thrive in the pressure. I just like focus better under pressure. So it kind of gives me anxiety and stuff like that. And so I don't know, man. It gives me like almost performance anxiety, you know.
Yo, speaking on that, have you ever performed before?
I wanted to perform. I almost had a chance to with the EMP, like Emptonic, Aiden, Hilton, LA Perp, La Perp. I had a chance to, and I just didn't have a ride. You know,
Oh,
I
really?
don't have my license right now. I don't have a car.
Hmm.
Like I'd have to rely on someone, and I don't like that necessarily. So
Yeah.
I have to get my license. I have to grow. You know.
Well, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
But what do you ever like just ponder the thought of you performing? Like, does it give you butterflies?
Dude, yeah, this interview gave me butterflies. On God. Like just trying to make a name for myself like is almost gives me anxiety, you know.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, what's such a trip with anxiety is that you can feel it yourself, but others may not see it. Like you doing to me, you're doing a great job on
Yeah.
this podcast.
Dude, I'm like drinking right now. I just have like a better just my thoughts connect more with my mouth, if that's like a way to put it.
Yeah,
Like
and
I'm more true to myself.
another thing too is a lot of folks don't understand. And I encourage them is that when you do a podcast or any kind of video format, you can literally take your time. You don't got to rush, or
Yeah.
you know, if you don't have the answer, you don't have the answer. You can just go to the next question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if you like do just like put yourself in it, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now, so sorry. is there anything that we haven't touched on yet that you would like the viewers to know about?
I actually have a mixtape coming out in like 2 days, Christmas Eve, with it's a collab mixtape with me and Nimi. Nimi produced, mixed, mastered everything, and I'm really grateful to have him in my life, just like influencing me almost, you know, because I listened to some of the songs like before I knew him as a person,
Hmm.
and I really resonated with it, what he was saying, and I feel like I loved working with him. I loved collabing with him. This has really been like a trip almost, you know?
Yeah. Dang. So that's a collab tape that's coming out in 2 days. That's the 24th, right?
Yeah,
And
Christmas Eve or like
dude,
Christmas on whatever like you celebrate it as.
I like that. And where will it be available?
All platforms, including TikTok, so you can like do your little dancey dance to it, you know?
Yo, so everybody make sure you give her a follow, check her out. Listen to the music. Like listen to the music.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thank you for everything. Joining the podcast. It was a trip. It was
Like
fantastic.
thank you. Like for real.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it. Who was the I interviewed someone and they mentioned that they learned about me from you. I don't know who it
Illusion
was.
Luna.
Illusion Luna, yes. So I thank you
I like
too.
I'm he's like growing as an artist too and as a person as well. He's like 13. He's like making a name for himself. Like
Yeah,
I really look up to him, even if he like looks up to me too, you know?
most
He's
deaf.
like a really big influencer, you know?
Yo, yeah, you're right. He's hella talented for where he's at right now. He's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we all are gonna grow and get better too. Like you included, you know?
thank you.
You're gonna be interviewing like bigger people. You're gonna be like making a name for them, making a name for you. You could be like really, really big as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, what I'm really trying to do is just be a cheerleader for y'all and just build
Yeah.
this community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
So,
like a coach. Like coaches make a name for themselves too, you know?
hey, sorry,
Like
I thank you.
you're like getting there, you know?
Yo, that touches the heart for real. I appreciate that.
Hey,
That means
thank
a
you.
lot.
Like you're welcome.
Thank you so much. So, for all the viewers, go ahead and tell them where they can find your music.
You can find it all platforms. SXREY. You can pronounce it however you want. I don't care at all. Sorry, SXREY, Shrey. Like, you
Boom.
know?
I'll give her a follow. Check out the music. It was mad dope having you on. We gotta do it again.
It was mad dope, like, being on this interview with you, you know? It's such a trip.
It is a trip. It's a fun time. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Thank you so much. You have a good one.
You too.
Peace out to everybody. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out.